Hello friends, in video number 7 of our series we created a Java key store using Java default provider on this server machine and using these steps. And when we reached to importing the certificates to this key store, I told you that we should first create the certificates and the keys, and then we will come back to this step so we can import all these certificates and keys into the key store. Now in the previous video we have completed finished making all the certificates required and the encryption keys. So now we have come back to this step to import these certificates and encryption keys into this Java key store on this server machine. Now in this video I'll talk about storing the certificates only. It's a very easy way, it's a very straightforward process. You don't have to think much about it. One line of command and that's it. In the next video I'll talk about storing the encryption keys, which is a bit of a hard way, or maybe you should do some tricks to manage saving the keys in the key store, because by default Java key store from a Java default provider does not accept storing the key stores, storing the keys, the encryption keys, just like the certificates. It's going to require some work, some turnaround, so we can save those encryption keys. So in this video we will just focus on storing the certificates. In the next video we will see how can we store the encryption keys. So let's dive in. First of all, let's see how can what are the things that are available on this certificates, what are the contents of this key store. So remember we created the key store at that time on the root with this name. So let's see what are the contents of this store. Okay, this is the basic contents. When you created the key store, you gave it an alias name and you gave it to the owner of this key store, the details of the owner of this key store. That's it. That's the only thing that was in the key store saved. Now let's start saving some certificates. As I said, the saving process is pretty straightforward. You don't have much of a hassle to save any certificate. So let's clear this. It contains the key tool command, the import cert, the alias. Give an alias, whichever name you wish, to your certificate that you want to save, and where is this certificate, and then which key store you want to save in. So let me first, where is the, I'm saving this certificate in this directory, in this, and the key store name is /sm, sorry, it's already smkeystore.jks. That's it. Give it a key, an alias name to your certificate, where is this certificate saved, and to which key store you want to save this certificate. Enter your password. Now it will prompt you, do you want to save it? Of course you want to save it. Do you trust this certificate? That's it. The key store the certificate have been saved to the key store. Certificate was added to key store. Now let's see again what are the contents of this key store. You see now we have your key store contains 2 entries. Before that it was only 1 entry. Now we have 2 entries, which is the basic alias name, the key store, with the ownership of the key store, and now we have another certificate by the alias of intermediate that we have just saved in our key store. So we have 2 entries now. Let's try do some more saving. Let's save the server certificate, for instance, but this time we need to go, we forgot the sudo, so we need to add the sudo, and we will give a name for the server certificate. Let's say server cert alias, for instance. You can give whichever name you wish, and the name of the certificate was I believe server certs, and of course it's the same key store. We hit enter the password of the pass. Do you wish to save it? Of course. Do you trust it? Yes. That's it. Certificate was added. Now let's see what are the contents of this key store. Let's go up. Now we have 3 entries. Your key store contains 3 entries: the basic one, the intermediate certificate, and the server cert alias. Moreover, and likewise, you can do whichever certificate you wish to save on your key store. In my case, let me say the client and the Postgres, which is the client, PostgreSQL cert. Enter the password. Yes. That's it. Key store list, password, as simple as that. So fast. 1 client cert, 2 server cert, 3 intermediate, and 4 the basic one, the basic owner of your key store. That's the way how you can save your certificate. As you can see, it's a very easy way to save the certificate, which is not the case when you saving the encryption key. Saving the encryption key will take a little bit of work and some turning around just to make the key store accept an encryption key, because by default, as I said, Java key stores from a Java default provider doesn't accept the keys. Okay, thank you very much for watching.